Good morning. This is Reverend Leroy Stewart Sr. here at the Institute of Christian and Masonic Studies. Today we're going to address the Masonic wing of the organization, as is my CEO son, of course, Leroy David Allen Stewart II. It brought to my attention, it appears that we have done some pretty good work, pretty good lectures over on the Christian wing, or should I say, directed to our Christian wing of the organization. Now, we're a little bit lackadaisical toward the brothers wing, if you will. So today we're going to talk in a Masonic vein. As you know, the Institute of Christian and Masonic Studies, our mission statement is to preach, teach, to demonstrate the good news about Jesus Christ in the Christian faith and the signs of Freemasonry. So this is for the brothers. I've got a little bit of a different format this morning as the Institute is moving forward into various phases and different activities that we're going to be bringing forward in the next few months, if the good Lord will be so kind and willing to work with us. This morning, in a way, is going to be a first step, hopefully into a little bit of interactivity between us. I'm working myself and the people who do indeed give a thought to the Institute. I'm going to pose a question today, and I want some serious feedback on this. This will be the first time that I've asked anyone to ponder an issue, and if it's worthy of your attention, you think it's worth something, maybe shoot an email, text or something back. Give me some feedback. That's what I'm telling you. I'm in the process right now, as we speak, of writing 3 books. One has been completed, and that's entitled The Instructive Tongue. You'll be seeing that on the shelves and the electronic shelves and stores pretty darn soon. I hope you'll take advantage of it. So I'm gathering a little information for the other 2, which is one will be the Masonic book, of course, will be Jesus Christ, 33rd Degree Freemason, and then the book pointing toward our Christian wing, of course, that will be entitled You Must Be Born Again. So those are coming soon to a neighborhood near you. But again, today is going to be a little bit different, as I want a little information from you. I want to set a little something out. I want you to put your thinking caps on. Let's go. What do you say? Simple question. Who owns Freemasonry? Yeah? Yeah, it is. Yeah, he said. He said. I asked. I didn't say it. See that? I didn't say it. I asked it. And you're damn right I want to answer. It's been brought to my attention of late. Man, we got Prince Hall people talking regularly. We've been at our Caucasian brothers talking clandestineism. Lord have mercy. They tell me we got 4-letter brothers talking. We got 5-letter brothers talking. We got Eastern Stars talking. We understand we even got gay Gwen Lodges talking. So now, the Institute of Christian and Masonic Studies, Reverend Leroy Stewart, Sergeant Grand Inspectors General, 33rd Degree Knights Templar. I got a question for all of you assholes. And I said, assholes, you want to quote me on that? Who owns Freemasonry? I want somebody to write back, call back, send me a smoke signal. I want somebody to tell me who owns Freemasonry. If you'll give me the name, if you'll give me the address, if you'll give me the name of the organization, of the great body of men, or men who can stand up, look me in the eye and say, I own Freemasonry, I'll be so glad to sign up. I'll be so glad to affiliate. I'll be so glad to associate. I need to know who this bastard is. I need to know who has the authority to say who is a regular Mason and who ain't. I need to know who God gave the authority to say who is a real Mason and who ain't. I need to know the man that every Mason took his obligation to. What's his name? Now, fellas, you need to get your asses right. I'm talking to every goddamn Mason out there. If you're taking the time to listen, don't care what you think. But I'll tell you what, leave Masonry alone, because you don't know a damn thing about it. If you are here right now trying to tell anybody, anywhere, whether or not they're a Mason, whether or not they're regular, whether or not they're clandestine, you know what? You're a damn fool. You don't even know nothing about Masonry. Somebody talk to me. Who? Is that question too complicated? Is there too many letters in that question? Who the hell owns Freemasonry? Who can call me this morning? My CEO is going to leave contact information as soon as I get through talking this morning. You're damn right I'm mad. I'm sick of this. I've heard enough of this. Who owns it? Who is the Wizard of Oz that owns Freemasonry? Somebody give me the yellow brick road to the land of Oz so I can go say, oh, Mr. Great Mason, can I have a charter? Let me tell you something, folks. It ain't written, cut, carved, stained, hewed, marked, or engraved on anything. The instructed tongue gives it to the attentive ear, and it is placed in the repertory of a faithful heart. Let me tell you something else you may not consider, but I understand that Masons, when they take the obligation, I'm going to ask it again, who owns this? Who should have? You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. You know I took the rope? I took my obligation. Did you know I took my obligation to a man called God, G-O-D? I took my obligation to something called the Supreme Architect of the Universe. Are you trying to tell me that I should have took my obligation to Mr. Jones? Are you telling me I should have took my obligation to Mr. Hall? Are you telling me I should have took my obligation to Mr. DeSabre? Are you telling me I should have took my obligation over here to this other boy out there, Mr. Anderson and all them? Kiss my naturally Masonic ass. I took my obligation to the Supreme Architect of the Universe. And every brother that stood at my initiation, they stood there for one reason, to bear witness that when I stand before the judgment seat of God, and he asked me the simple question, as an inner prince, from whence come you? I'm going to stand right there and look at him in the proper position, and I'm going to say, I come from the lodge of the Holy St. John's at Jerusalem. I'm not going to say, I come from the Grand Lodge of England, 1776. I'm not going to say, I come from the Prince Hall Grand Lodge. I'm not going to say, I come from the John G. Jones affiliation. Goddamn, y'all, I come from the lodge of the Holy St. John's at Jerusalem. Somebody, who owned it? Somebody tell me who got the patent. Somebody tell me who got the copyright. If you can't tell me that, don't tell me nothing about you having the right to tell no man who took the same obligations that I took, first degree, second degree, and third degree, you ain't got the right to tell neither one of them people whether or not they're Masons. See, what you're doing is you're confusing this organizational crap that y'all got going on with Freemasonry. You're trying to build organization. Now, I ain't going to accuse you of all that stupid shit, like money and all that. We ain't going to talk about that. Let me tell you something, folks. Did y'all know Masons used to meet on a high hill in Lowdale? Did you know when it was in its pure state, there wasn't no building nowhere with a big-ass Masonic emblem up on it? And most of all, oh my God, there was no list circulating on nothing called on the internet talking about join us, affiliate with us. Folks, leave Masonry alone. You know what I said? Leave Masonry alone. God is not mocked. You're going to reap what you sow. Every one of you out there fooling with it, you need to go back and look at the master. When he was standing before Pilate, he wouldn't open his mouth. Pilate said, talk to me. Don't you know I got the power to crucify you and let you go? Jesus didn't even open his mouth. It's because he couldn't be judged. He couldn't be judged by nobody but God. King David said the same thing. When they had to come tell him he did wrong, broke the commandment, the first thing he did was he went to God. And he said, this sin I've done, and I've done it only to you. Let me tell you something. Leave Masonry alone, or you contact the Institute of Christian and Masonic Studies. And you tell me, Reverend Leroy Stewart, Sr., 33rd degree, Knights Templar, you tell me who owns Masonry. You tell me who got the right to say who is regular and who ain't regular. You tell me who got the right to say who's clandestine and who ain't. You tell me who's got the right to give you a piece of paper that says you can assemble and praise God. I need to know who owns Freemasonry. If you love it enough, contact the Institute, Christian and Masonic Studies. And let's go further into this. Once again, this is Reverend Leroy Stewart, Sr. I hope I either said something to make you happy or to make you sad. I hope I said something to make you like me or don't like me. But I'm going to tell you what Jesus said closing it down. I'm going to tell you what he said to one of the churches. I hope I either made you hot or cold, one damn way or the other. Because I tell you what, you need to leave Masonry alone. You don't have the authority to say who is and who ain't. Think about it.